Yeah, so this morning we were looking at the JPY policy rate. So if we have a look here, it was released this morning at 4:20 South African time. They kept their rate the same at 0.5. However, their press conference was at 8:30, where's the real movement was coming in. So we were looking at USDJPY and Gbpjpy. So if we look at the daily candles, we've got a shooting star just below that major. If we look at GJ on the daily time frame, another shooting star just below that major. If we zoom into the 4 hour, we have a ascending wedge, expectation for price to break out to the downside. We've taken an entry at 194,650 on GJ, expectation for price to come down. If we look at UJ, we've got in at that major at 150,000, ascending wedge on the 4 hour, expectation also for price to come down. So we'll be there. Stop loss is at break even, so we are protected. Let's see how this trade plays out. Our expectation is JPY strength. Yeah, so just looking back at our JPY pairs, those trades that we took. If we look at GJ, our entry was here at 194,650, and price broke out and hit our target area of this minor. However, if we look at the 1 hour, so we got in over here on this side, a lovely wicked entry, wicked us in and took us down. We, however, only closed after 100 pips. Price continued for another 200 pips, but at about 100 pips we closed and said that's good. We knew FOMC was later, so we had this Bank of Japan press conference which moved the price in our direction. However, we did have FOMC later, so we knew price could retrace all the way back. If we look at GJ, it did all the way to entry and then tanked again. If we look at USDJPY, same thing, we took an entry here, so it was this wick that wicked us in at the major, took all the way down. If we look, that would be, so it was 100 pips on GJ, it was around 80 pips on UJ. So 2 successful trades, 2 winners. Price did continue in our favor. We could have taken it again. However, our attention was then on FOMC, where we were looking at the USD pairs. JPY wasn't in our bias for FOMC, but UJ winner and GJ also another winner. Hi guys, I'm Connor, a full-time trader. If you're interested in trading like me, visit the website below or click on the link in description.